Men today are no longer strong, but don't be so quick to blame society, circumstances, or anyone else. You made yourself weak, you complain, you fear, you wait for recognition instead of seizing it yourself. You lack principles, break promises, and shy away from hardship. And then you wonder why no one respects you. The truth is, respect is not something you beg for, it's something you take. If you want others to value you, you must change now. In this video, I'll give you 6 simple yet powerful principles to earn respect from anyone. Are you ready to face the truth and become a man even you can respect? If so, keep watching. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and like if you're new here. It helps me keep bringing you more valuable content. How strong can you be if a minor criticism makes you explode? If someone laughs at you, do you react like a child? Face the truth. If you can't control your emotions, you can't control your life. Stoic philosophy teaches that emotions are meant to be mastered. You cannot avoid insults, unfair situations, or failures in life, but you can control how you respond to them. Respected men are not those who scream, complain, or drown in resentment. They are the ones who face challenges with calmness and clarity. Look at history's greatest leaders, Marcus Aurelius, Winston Churchill, Theodore Roosevelt. They were not impulsive, easily provoked men. They understood that losing control is self-destruction. So how do you train yourself to stay calm? Stop reacting on impulse. When something makes you angry, pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, will this reaction help me? Focus only on what you can control. Don't waste energy on injustice, ignorance, or things beyond your power. Instead, focus on how you respond to them. Build mental toughness. Put yourself in difficult situations, intense workouts, cold showers, strict discipline, so you can handle adversity without breaking. Respect is not given to those easily controlled by emotions. If you can't master yourself, don't expect anyone to respect you. Be the man who stays steady even when the world around him is in chaos, because that is the mark of a true man. Do you know what makes most men today invisible? They talk too much, but do too little. They boast about big plans and grand ambitions, yet when you look closer, they've accomplished nothing of real value. You see it everywhere. The guy who brags about hitting the gym but never lifts a weight. The guy who dreams of starting a business but never takes the first step. Respect is not given to those who only talk. Stoicism teaches that a man's true worth is measured not by his words, but by his actions. If you want others to respect you, don't try to impress them with fancy words. Let your results speak for themselves. Think about the people you truly admire. Are they talkers or are they doers? The most respected men in history, from Marcus Aurelius to Elon Musk, all share one trait. They did more than they said. They didn't waste their breath on empty promises. They focused on making things happen. So how do you become that kind of man? Talk less. Every time you feel the urge to boast about something, ask yourself, have I actually done this? If not, stay silent. Set goals and execute them. If you want to build muscle, don't talk about going to the gym, just go. If you want to make more money, stop complaining about your job. Start improving your skills. Let your actions define you. A real man doesn't need to hype himself up. His success will speak for itself. People don't respect those who talk big but do little. They respect those who stay quiet but take action. Don't be the guy who makes promises. Be the man who delivers. You want to be respected? Shut your mouth and get to work. Have you ever promised yourself you'd change, only to fail within the first week? Have you made commitments to others, only to back out with excuses? If the answer is yes, then face this brutal truth. You are not trustworthy. And a man who isn't trustworthy will never earn real respect. In this world, your word is a contract. If you don't keep it, you're not just losing others' trust, you're destroying your own self-respect. Stoic men understand that keeping promises isn't about others, it's about their own honor. When you break a commitment, you're not just disappointing someone else, you're telling yourself, I am unreliable. Think about the people you respect most. Are they the type to break their word? Or are they the kind who, once they say something, make sure it happens? Respect isn't something you demand, it's something you build through consistent action. So how do you become a man who keeps his word? Don't make promises you're unsure you can keep. Never say you'll do something just to please someone. If you're not certain you can follow through, don't commit. Take full responsibility for your words. If you promise to hit the gym, go, even if it's raining. If you committed to finishing a project on time, get it done without needing reminders. No excuses, no justifications, no rationalizing. If you fail, own it, take responsibility, and fix it. A man who doesn't keep his word is weak. Others won't respect you if you don't even respect your own words. Make your word unshakable. When you say something, people should know it will happen. You want respect? Be the man who, when he says "I will," makes damn sure it happens. We have the power to make a difference. Hit like on this video and share a positive comment to spread uplifting energy. Together, we're creating a compassionate and supportive community where kindness thrives, inspiring more people to live with purpose, strength, and positivity. No one wants to hear your complaints. No one cares that you're tired, that life is unfair, or that you're struggling. This world has no place for men who constantly play the victim. You want respect? Stop whining and start acting. The greatest men in history did not have easy lives. Marcus Aurelius ruled the Roman Empire through war and plague. Theodore Roosevelt was a sickly, asthmatic boy, but instead of complaining, he trained himself into a warrior. They could have whined, but they chose not to. Complaining only makes you look weak and useless. When you constantly whine, you're telling the world, "I have no control over my life. I am a victim of my circumstances." But the truth is, no one respects a victim. So how do you break the habit of complaining? Understand that complaining changes nothing. Whining doesn't make your problems disappear. It only makes you look pathetic. If you can change the situation, take action. If you can't, accept it with your head held high. Ask yourself, what can I do right now? Instead of complaining about a terrible job, upgrade your skills. Instead of whining about being broke, learn how to make money. Every problem has a solution. If you're strong enough to face it, learn to endure. A real man knows that life is not always fair. He doesn't expect the world to go easy on him. He becomes strong enough to handle whatever comes his way. Respect is not given to those who whine. It's given to those who stand up and face life with unbreakable resolve. You want people to take you seriously? Be strong, stay silent, and face every challenge like a warrior. Do you know what makes a man worthless? It's when he's so afraid of offending others that he loses his own voice. People who kiss up, try to please everyone, and lower themselves just to be accepted, those are the ones who never earn respect. Stoic philosophy teaches that truth doesn't need to be sugar-coated. A respectable man doesn't have to flatter anyone to be liked. He stands by his values and speaks the truth, even when it makes others uncomfortable. Look at the people who are truly respected. Are they the ones who nod along to everything, desperate to keep everyone happy? Or are they the ones who have the courage to speak their minds, even when their opinions are unpopular? Respect comes from strength, not from fear. How do you become an honest man who refuses to flatter? Speak the truth, even when it's hard to hear. If someone is making a mistake, don't lie just to make them feel better. If a friend needs to hear the truth to improve, tell them directly. Respect doesn't come from making people comfortable, it comes from honesty. Stop seeking validation from others. If you live just to be liked, you will never truly be yourself. Don't try to please everyone. Live by your values, and the right people will respect you naturally. Stand your ground. If you believe in something, don't cave under social pressure or the need for approval. A man with principles will always be more respected than one who bends to fit in. No one respects a man who lives by flattery. People respect those who stand by the truth, even when it's inconvenient. If you want to be respected, learn to stand firm, even if you have to stand alone. You want to be valued? Have the courage to speak the truth, even when the world doesn't want to hear it. Look around you. How many people live without principles? They work without purpose, befriend others without standards, and make decisions based purely on fleeting emotions. And then they wonder why their lives are a mess, why no one truly respects them. The truth is simple. A man without principles has no value. Stoic philosophy teaches that principles are the foundation of a strong life. They keep you from being swayed by temptation, from being dragged into mediocrity by society. A man with principles has standards for himself, and that alone makes him respected. Think about the greatest men in history. They were not men who compromised easily. They had unshakable rules they lived by, no matter the cost. Principles separate the mediocre from the great. So how do you live by principles? Define your core values. What matters most to you? Honesty, discipline, responsibility? Identify them and live by them, no matter the situation. Never compromise for mediocrity. If you set high standards, don't lower them just because others do. If you believe in discipline, don't let yourself slip into laziness just because society says relaxing is important too. Stay firm. People will criticize you for sticking to your principles. They'll call you rigid or too extreme, but it's your unwavering commitment that will earn their respect. Respect is not given to those who have no standards. It is given to those who have clear principles and refuse to be swayed by the world around them. You want to be respected? Live by your principles and never compromise for mediocrity. You cannot demand respect. You cannot expect people to value you if you haven't built your own worth. Respect is not a right, it is an achievement. This world is not kind to the weak, the complainers, the unreliable, or those who live without standards. Those people get ignored and walked over. On the other hand, those who master themselves, take action, keep their word, stand firm, and never settle for mediocrity, they are the ones others look up to. You want to be respected? Start with yourself. Control your emotions. Act instead of talking. Keep your promises. Face hardship like a warrior. Never flatter. Live by principles. When you change, the world's perception of you changes. Respect is not something you chase. It is something that naturally comes to those who deserve it. Live like a man who deserves it. Thank you for watching. Support this amazing community by subscribing and turning on notifications now. Hit like and share your experience in the comments to spread positive energy today. Together, we can inspire and uplift each other on this journey.